And the podcast will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, live at Paco's Place, episode 88. 88, wow. Lei Bautista, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello! Hi! Hello!
You know what? Nakakatuwa na nandito ka, no? Kasi 2 episodes ago, I had Ellie Buendia.
Mm-hmm.
Last episode, I had Levan de Guzman of Happy Box.
Yes, I know Levan.
And then I have you.
Wow.
So talaga meron ako 90s invasion, which is nakakatuwa.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos, napaka-surreal because I am flattered, honored that you are here.
Grabe naman.
All the way from Vegas.
Yes.
Pwede naman dumiretso sa LAX.
Took us 9 hours.
9 hours to get here.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos tomorrow in a few hours,
Yes.
you are going home to Manila.
That's right.
My God.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been up to, Miss Lei Bautista?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Well, pre-pandemic, post-pandemic, what do you want to know?
You know what? Ang gusto ko malaman is if there is such a thing as girl power, bago nagkaroon ng girl power, you guys were already killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Of course, sa ibang mga larangan, andyan ang Asin, andyan si Lolita.
During the 70s.
Aha.
Mm-hmm.
Pero nung era natin, may ardor and delirium na nandun si na Monica Cobeng.
Mm-hmm.
Pero kayo all girl band.
Right.
Not to discount Charlotte Russe. Pero kasi ang
Yes.
Charlotte Russe 80s eh.
Yes,
Tayo
and
90s.
from Assumption yan.
Aha.
Kilala ko rin sila.
Let's talk about Prettier in Pink na naging Prettier Than Pink.
Mm-hmm.
What compelled you to be in a band?
Well, the band started out in high school, right? It was just katuwaan during a talent show. And our drummer, who you know, Vanessa, actually she took drum lessons during second year. And in between second year and third year, nag-drum lesson siya. And that's how it started. Talent show ng third year.
Pero bakit di kayo sumayaw? Bakit kayo nagbanda?
Ewan ko.
So si
Basta,
Vanessa nag-drums, ikaw ba nagigitara ka na nung time na yon?
hindi pa nga ako nakasama dun sa unang-unang gig eh.
Really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
there was a different bassist. I started as bass.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was the bassist. Pero dun na ako sa second gig
Okay.
na naka-join.
So nagda-drums ka, nagigitara ka, nagbe-bass ka, nagki-keyboards ka, kumakanta ka lahat.
Oh, actually, di ba, I don't even know how I became a professional musician kasi ang love ko nung high school.
Si Alan.
Hindi pa.
Okay.
Dancing.
Yun na nga.
I
Alam
was a
ko yun.
dancer.
Okay, so bakit hindi kayo sumayaw? Bakit kayo nagbanda?
Di ko alam eh. Basta, na-form yung band, third year talent show.
Koleo.
First ever in Coleo, San Agustin, Makati.
Okay.
And bigla na lang, nagkayayaan na magkaroon ng all-girl band. And in fact, from third year to fourth year high school, we only played 2 or 3 times. During that whole time, third and fourth year.
Ang lineup nito is si Vanessa,
Vanessa,
ikaw,
ako,
si Cookie,
Cookie,
si Gretchen.
Gretchen.
Kayo apat lang.
And meron pa kaming isang hindi nagtuloy with us
Okay.
nung time na yon. I was the bassist.
Okay.
Ayun. So we only played 3 times ever in high school. And then 2 days before we graduated high school, my mom, who became our manager,
Right.
brought us to RJ, Ramon Jacinto.
Kaya dito na tayo nagkakala sa rock ba jazz. Ito na,
Oo,
okay.
yun na yun. So we only knew 3 songs ever. Be My Baby by the Shirelles, Wilson Phillips, Hold On, and Imagine by the Beatles.
Wow.
And with those 3 songs, na yun lang ang alam naming kanta sa buong career namin sa high school. RJ auditioned us, and after the 3 songs, I remember him saying, "You're hired."
So,
Only knowing 3 songs.
3 songs lang yon. Pretty in Pink.
Wala pa kaming pangalan nun.
Wala pa.
Wala pang pangalan. We were still, he put us under the mentorship of Alan Austria,
Okay.
who used to play also, was in the band scene with RJ, played guitar with RJ. And at the time, I think he was like he had some role in RJ radio station. He was like a station manager or something, or ano yun. So every day for 2 to 3 months, while everyone else was enrolling in school, getting ready for college, kami 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, sumisifra kami ng kanta. Because, at the time, you had
Oh
to
my
play 3 sets
Of 12 songs.
of 1 hour each
Oh, so mga 8 to ano yun? 8 to 12 songs yun, di ba?
per set.
Per set,
So we had to learn 30 songs.
at least.
And we were gonna be launched July. So that summer, every day, nag-practice kami to learn 30 songs.
So may commitment, may drive.
Sobra. As in, talaga, we really wanted to make it.
When you say we, is it safe to say that all 4 of you, kayong 4 talaga may gustong...
Yes. As in, we had pang parang meron kaming palagi sinasabi, parang let's keep reaching for the stars with our feet on the ground. That was our parang motto in the band.
So may humility.
Oo.
May ambition, at the same time may humility.
Sana, meron.
Oo, may laman yan. May laman.
Meron. But it was very tough because, number one, mahirap to keep a band together na puro lalaki. Imagine mo kami puro babae.
Oh.
In fact, every year naman, we had members coming and going.
Sabay-sabay ba kayo nagpi-PMS lahat?
Ay, minsan, oo. Minsan, sabay-sabay. so mahirap.
Okay. Nagbabanda kayo 9 to 5 during the summer. Kumakapa kayo ng kanta.
Yep.
May mga asawa ba kayo ng panahon na to?
Ay,
High school
syempre
to college?
wala.
May mga
May boyfriend.
Mga sabit ba kayo?
Meron naman, palagi.
So anong pakiramdam ng mga lalaki when they have to play a backseat?
I think they were okay with it. I mean,
I think, so, hindi ka sure. You assumed.
hindi ako sure. Basta we called them boyfriends in blue. Right?
Explain.
We were prettier than pink. So,
Teka,
they
Prettier
were
Than
known.
Pink na ba nun o Pretty and Pink pa nun? Pretty and Pink pa nun eh.
Yeah, when we started in Rockma Jazz,
Pretty and Pink.
we gave a list of names.
Nakachinelas ako,
Oo nga eh.
kita-kita.
Ako nga nakapajama na eh. Oh. Yeah, we were we given a list of names to RJ and the management. And yun, napili yung Pretty and Pink. So actually Pretty and Pink was a name that I actually gave. Parang ganun.
So,
Tapos
yun ang napili.
napili siya. So we were Pretty and Pink pa lang nun. And yun na nga, we had boyfriends in blue.
So okay. So lahat kayo may boyfriends. Inassume nyo na okay lang sa mga boyfriend ninyo na, ano ba tawag dito, na magbabanda kayo. And the reason why I want to know is because ng mga panahon na yun, being a girl, was it as
empowered as right
empowered
now.
as being a girl right
That's
now?
correct.
Diba?
That's correct. In fact, kami, we had to really, it was our personal goal to be really good in playing instruments. Because we didn't want to just be
Girls playing instruments.
girls playing instruments na sabihin, mga babae yan. So, we'll let them...
Because si Vanessa can really play the drums like a
Absolutely.
killer drummer. Parang
Correct. Like, we really took our music seriously.
Right.
We really wanted to be able to play with the boys, with the guys. No, like, hindi kami titingnan na, ay, puro pa-cute lang yan ng mga girls. So, we were serious about our music.
Let's talk about that. Because ang hirap na, napaka-unfair, no?
It is.
Because being a boy, being a guy, parang okay, ginagawa ng mga lalaki yan.
Yeah, it's accepted.
So nung kayo, para kayong uphill battle yun eh. What was the conversation sa loob ng banda, kayong 4? Paano nyo sinasabi sa isa't isa na tatalunin natin yung mga yan? Like back-to-back natin ng intro voice.
Correct.
Kailangan
Eraser
talunin.
heads. Diba? Like, we used to play with a lot of the bands. Like, kunyari, magtutugtog tayo sa UP Fair.
Right.
Diba? Wala namang ibang all-girl band eh.
Kayo lang.
Kami lang. So, we really had to prove na we're here because we can play.
Right.
Not just sing, and harmonize also, but we also play. So, it was really a novelty.
Yes. And you really can play because kanina tayong lahat, nasa green room tayo, we were watching your 1995 videos. And you could really, kinakatsawan ka pa nga namin ni na JJ, wow, nagsisweep. Kasi so nakakapag-solo ka talaga.
Oo. Medyo rin narayuman na ngayon, pero...
Ito ngayon ang gusto ko malaman. Hindi mo pa rin sinasagot. Ulitin ko yung tanong, ha? So, inassume nyo talaga na okay lang sa mga boyfriend ninyo?
Oh, well, supportive naman sila. Nandun naman sila every
Kaya
gig.
so, let's put it to bed. Inassume nyo nga.
I guess. Yeah. Wala naman silang sinabi. They were supportive naman.
Which leads me to my next question. Are all four of you with the same men that you were when you started out?
Syempre, lahat kami, hindi na. Wala. Walang nag-work.
Isinumbat ba sa inyo yan ng mga boyfriend na naging asawa ninyo?
Aba, malay ko sa kanila. Sigurado ako.
You never had that conversation with your ex na,
Are they going...
alam mo, kung hindi ka nagbanda, siguro ganyan.
Siyempre, hindi na namin alam yun kung nagkaroon ng ganong usapan. But yes, it's harder for women. Especially at that time, diba?
Kasi
dahil
sumikat
wala
kayo
pa talaga.
Hindi, wala pa. Hindi. Pero it's different. And I share this because there are men. And men can be very insecure individuals. Lalo na pag nalagpasan sila ng mga esposa nila, di ba?
Right.
So ang tanong ko is, it's hard already to be in a relationship nung nagsastruggle kayo. Was it harder nung sumikat kayo? Because there was a time na you guys were the biggest all-female group.
Yes. Band. Yung group kasi iba yun.
Okay.
Yung group parang kumakanta lang
parang
sila.
Blackpink, mga ganun.
Yung mga, di ba yung time na yun, sumikat rin
Wilson
yung
Phillips.
FOJ. May Novia, you remember that? Yeah, madaming mga all-girl bands lumabas after us. All-girl groups. Pero walang nakapaglabas ng all-girl band.
Right. Fatal Phosphorus, Celts Cross.
Ay, iba yun. Sabay talaga kami.
Okay.
And they were in the underground scene.
Right. Kayo lang ang nag-pop.
But not in mainstream.
Yes. So now, ikaw, sina-sidestep mo yung tanong eh.
Oo Ayaw ko pag-usapan. Bakit pa pinag-usapan natin ng mga
Because
nobyo?
The goal is, siguro hindi ka na-brief ni JJ.
Hindi.
You're here.
Wala akong briefing.
You're here so that other people who are watching, that are on the fence, that are having issues, can feel that they can relate. Na, okay, di sila nag-iisa.
Okay, sige. If you're going to pursue a successful music career, and it's not just being male or female, you'll have to make sacrifices. I made a lot of sacrifices to get where we got, which is like time.
Right. So let's talk about your journey. Kasi yun ang gusto ko talaga malaman. Dahil nga, ang dami mo sacrifices na ginawa. And you had to choose, do I take this route or this route? Di ba? Go.
Well, number one, for all those years that I was in the band,
right.
Every major holiday you had a gig.
So ngayon,
so you're not with your family.
And when you say family, were you married? Did you have kids?
Yes.
Okay.
So a lot of people, kasi another thing is, during the 90s, hindi pa accepted yung may anak ka at asawa ka, ganyan.
So you had to deny that?
Yes. We had to be young college kolehialas na walang boyfriend at walang asawa. But not everyone knows that when Cool Ka Lang came out, I already was married and
with
I had
kids.
a son.
Son,
One pa lang,
pa lang.
And then Summer came in between my first and second album.
So nung nagpalibasa lalaki ka, may anak ka na naman?
Meron na.
Okay.
Oo naman.
alam din na Richard Gomez.
Hindi nila alam.
And was it hard not to be able to be proud of your family? Was it hard?
I don't know. For me, it was like kind of part of it. Parang
Tinanggap mo na?
Yeah, kasi my mindset was, I'm gonna do this. And whatever it takes, I'm gonna do it.
Was it selfish?
Probably. I mean, as artists, aren't we selfish?
Right.
In a way. We give our music, but then it's still about us, right? There's
So,
still some ego there.
yes. So, ang tanong ko, because of that, I mean, looking back in hindsight, was it the right thing to do? Was it worth it?
That's so hard to
Oh, yung butong hininga na yun, I know.
I think there's pros and cons, and I think there's consequences of actions. I think because of that career, nagsuffer rin ang personal life ko because my first marriage didn't work out.
Yes.
Right? So at the time, there's a lot of factors, but I believe that there are sacrifices talaga if you want to take this route. Being an artist that is successful and got to like fame and success, I think we have to be larger than ourselves
Yeah.
as well, and we can't look at ourselves as normal regular people. Right?
Oo, ang lalim nun. Did your
'Cause we're not.
did your bandmates share the same passion as you did
Yes, at the beginning. Yes.
at the beginning? Explain.
Prettier Than Pink every year had different members come and go.
Bakit?
I think it's just number one, we're women, right? So there's a lot of emotions that go into it.
Nag-aaway kayo?
Yeah, may away, may inggitan din, 'di ba? May yung iba different na yung gusto. So we had a lot of that, and yeah, we just kept really the band going, whatever happens.
Who's we?
Probably like Gretchen, like Annie also. Yung mga natira. Kasi eventually, like let's say, because the life of Prettier Than Pink during that time was around 8 to 9 years.
Okay.
And ayun, every year, like a singer would go, like a guitarist would go. So we would have different members. In fact, we started out 5, naging 6 kami, naging 4. Nag-iba-iba rin. But I think we're just fortunate that we were able to keep the brand of Prettier Than Pink going.
Pero napaka-stressful, no? Every time a member leaves or may darating na bago, kailangan mo na naman makisama, kailangan mo na
Well,
naman...
silang makikisama.
Pag-usapan natin yan because, okay, when you say, so is it safe to say Prettier Than Pink wasn't a democracy?
It was in the beginning when we were siguro 5, and then 4. Kasi parang for me, na-establish yung band talaga as Prettier Than Pink when we had the album.
Yeah.
Right? Parang for me, that's the bottom ground.
Yes.
Everything before that was just like
Okay.
ano lang yun, no? You didn't know what was going on. So from the time that we had the album where we signed na, we were 4. So parang those were the original 4 who, in fact, we had the saying, matira matibay talaga. Kasi nga every year, imagine mo just when we started in RJ, we already had a guitarist who pursued opera. So she only played with us 2
Right.
gigs, and then we had to we had to get another guitarist. So it's super tough, but yun na nga we had a resolve that we just wanted to really make it by hook or by crook. So by that time, yung first album namin, parang that's considered na parang the original.
Yes.
4 from the album. And then from there, eventually, Vanessa went to the stage. She
Right.
decided to move. And then eventually, even Annie moved on. And then Gretchen also moved on. So,
So natira ka, ikaw na lang.
ako na lang natira. So that's the time that we had, parang when I was promoting the second album, yun na. There was that time that the girls of Celts Cross
Yes.
also helped me. They were my band,
So,
my sessionists.
sessionist sila. So yung second
Si
album.
Raymond ang may kasalanan nun.
Oh, yeah? Raymond Marasigan.
Oo, kasi nung time na yun,
Si Jen.
girlfriend niya si Jen.
Si Jen, yeah.
Oo.
So, ang tanong ko dito is, sa second album ba, was it the original 4 who recorded it?
Hindi pa rin. So,
Hindi
sa
pa rin.
second album, that's within 2 years, no? ano na, 5 na kami, wala na si Van.
Sino yung panlima? Si Rosie.
Yes,
Okay.
Roslyn joined our second album, but we had a different drummer.
Sino nag-drums na doon?
I don't know if you remember her eh. She was half Filipina. Si Sena Dalpi.
Yes, naalala ko si Sana.
Yung
Yes.
kamukha ni Donita Rose.
Yes.
And then, ayun. And then we had, parang it was a different set of people na. And yun. Pero tuloy pa rin
So
sa
now,
second album.
Okay. And during this time, ikaw na lang talaga ang may mindset
Ako na lang
na
ang original. Ako na lang original. So, actually me and Annie, and then she eventually moved also to a different, parang she went on her different path. Ako na lang ang natira.
What was your mindset? Were you pragmatic? Were you optimistic? Or were you pessimistic na may mangyayari pa rito? Because you worked so hard to get to the first album, to get to the second album, losing personnel. Tapos after the second album, parang, oh my God, what's going on?
Yeah,
pakiramdam?
syempre, I thought na hindi ko na matutuloy. But then, ayun na nga, Raymond helped me with talking to sila Jeng, sila Pam from Celts Cross. And I was really shocked. Kasi sobrang punk sila eh. Sobrang punk sila. And they were the darlings of the underground, di ba?
Yes.
Club Dread
Yes.
and that scene. So, yun, parang nagulat ako na they were willing to play with me. Sa kanila naman, it was parang a fresh, different genre, and they'll grow also out, parang grow compared to what they were doing, which was punk and talagang heavy metal sila, di ba? Also yun. And surprisingly, they became my very, very good friends. Like, Pam is my best friend.
Did you
Here in the
did you
States.
offer them permanent membership?
Hindi eh. You know, at the time, we had like different pay structure. Like, ako as the original, I was getting a little bit more. And then they got a percentage. A little bit, not so malayo. But
Right.
yeah, parang there was a difference in pay.
And then decision making, ikaw ang final say.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
So, pretty much, banda mo na talaga.
Oo, after everyone left na, after the originals moved on, parang naging banda
So,
ko na.
Ikaw, medyo authoritative ang structure mo. Ang intro voice, democratic ang structure.
Right.
Why did you go this route and not the democratic route? And the reason why I'm asking is because may mga,
How would you go?
yeah,
How would-
di ba? Like,
It's it will really depend. We started out democratic.
right. Pero why did you not pursue that route kahit na may mga bagong members na dumating?
Medyo may problema rin kasi when it's democratic,
I
no?
need you to explain that because I agree with you 100%.
Ang hirap magdesisyon kasi lahat sa banda star sila.
Pero
Lahat.
unanimous naman eh. So let's say 3 against 1.
3 against 1. Yung sa akin kasi hindi naman sadya. It's just that we identified na these were the originals kasi kami yung may album.
Right.
And then everyone else who came in after that, they're not original na.
Correct.
Parang ganun lang. It wasn't like equal ulit.
Yes.
Kasi you didn't work on the first album eh. You didn't make the name of
Okay.
the band. Pumasok ka, may name na eh. Name brand
Okay.
na yung Prettier Than Pink. So, you come in here, especially like sila Pam, yung mga nasa Celts Cross, they had their own band eh.
I see.
Right? So, when they would play with me, Prettier Than Pink sila. So, it's like sessionists.
So
Ang
yun
labas.
So sessionist pa rin kasi hindi mo naman sila inofera ng permanent membership.
Hindi rin, yes.
Because like ang Metallica, nung inofera nila si sino ba yung sino yung bayisa nila si Trujillo, di ba? Yeah. Yun, nung binigyan nila ng permanent membership. Binigyan nila ng $1 million advance yung
Ay,
tao.
wala kasi ako sigurong 1
No, but
million.
then, kahit wala kang 1 million, Metallica gave the guy equal equity.
No, that's good. Mhm.
So, yun ang ikaw hindi ka nabigyan ng equal
But,
equity.
sa Metallica,
Kasi-
most of them also are original.
Three of
and
them.
And they're equal.
3 of them. So yung fourth one, yung bagong member, yun ang binigyan nila ng equal equity
Because they brought him in talaga as a
member.
member.
So ikaw, hindi ka na nag-permanent
Hindi
member
na.
after yun.
Hindi
Tapos
na after.
si Vanessa, si Annie, nagpunta ng States.
Si Vanessa Annie just went recently.
Okay, nauna ka pa.
Yes.
Bakit ka nagpunta naman ng Amerika?
Burnout.
Anong klaseng burnout to?
Oh my gosh.
Bago mo sagutin yan, pause muna tayo. We'll be back after this word from our sponsor. Yo! And we're back with Miss Lei Bautista of Prettier Than Pink.
Hello.
So before the break, pinag-usapan natin na nagpunta ka ng Amerika dahil burnout, right? Anong klaseng burnout ang nangyari sa'yo?
Una sa lahat, ganito nangyari.
Harap ka sa akin.
Ay,
Dahil
okay, ayan.
huwag kang snabera.
Okay. Ayan. Dapat, 2-week vacation lang
Sa Amerika.
sa Amerika. Break lang yun from the band.
Okay.
Dapat may mga show pa ako.
Kasama mo yung asawa mo ito, break na rin kayo.
Hindi, medyo yun na nga.
Shaky.
Kaya pumunta rin ako. Break na kami nun. Kaya rin ako pumunta sa States. Parang just to get out, to just reset,
Right.
refresh.
Right.
Na dapat 2 weeks lang ako.
Anong
dito.
taon to?
99.
By the way, bago mo ituloy yung kwento na yan, we have a special guest, our good friend.
Yes.
Phone in. Max, kita mo naman para bumati sa'yo.
Phone a friend. Phone a friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Wency Cornejo.
Hello sa lahat ng mga nanonood dyan. Naririnig niyo ba ako?
Siyempre.
Yes. Loud and clear.
Wency.
Ate Lud, ikaw si Paco na buhay. Si Ate Lud,
si Kuya
katauhan
Boy.
ni Paco Arespacochaga.
Kuya Boy yan.
Kaboses ko pa.
Mas luma ako, Ate Lud.
Wency Cornejo. Kayo ni Lei Bautista, you guys are like siblings also, parang tayong lahat. Pero nung bago umalis si Lei papuntang States, were you guys close?
No. I actually didn't know who Lei was.
So paano kayo naging
I knew her from, syempre, Prettier.
Ang galing, no? Okay, tapos?
Pero I don't think we ever really talked or had moments na nagbonding na
Wala.
ganyan.
Unlike, not during the first
unlike
time.
with Cookie and with you, Pax, and
kasi,
with Jonathan and the rest of the Intro Boys.
Ako kasi pinakabata
Ang kapal mo?
Sa grupo, mga ate, kuya. 80s pa kayo, no?
Ang kapal nito?
Actually, ako hindi ko i-deny. Totoo naman eh.
Huwag ka na, ha? Oo.
Alam mo, mayos kami video ko, ha?
Kayo, nila Jet.
I know.
I used to look up to you guys, you know?
Ako na, I used to
You're
look
like
up to them.
4 to 5 years older than
Pero
me.
so, Wency, kailan kayo naging
Bata
close
pa ako.
Kailan kayo naging close ni Lei?
Minsan nga ba? I think it was during the recording of yung album mo, Lei, no?
Yeah, you know, I don't know how we mga ganon, 2006, 2007. Remember, you're the one pa, Kuya Pax, who referred me to to Tracy.
Yes. Yes.
Right? And then
yes.
because of that nga,
Oh, yes.
So I used to hang out with Tracy and then, and then I don't know how we got together again. When's? I think it's
so this
also...
is when you went home to the Philippines.
Ako pa tanungin nyo, ang memory ko ubod ng pangit.
Oo nga eh. Parang tapos we remember, parang I think yung kay Tracy, ayan, parang nakikita ko
si Tracy Garcia,
si
na naging
Boogie.
manager ni Alden Richards at ni Bianca Umali.
Oo, yun. And then we used to, kasi para tayong Viva. Remember, you released an album pa in Viva during that time. And I don't know how nga. Tapos, you know what, parang, yun. And then you,
alam mo, I
offered,
don't know why you covered Tag-Ulan.
Ano ka ba? You offered to produce my album. Hello? You said, I'll produce your album. And then I said, ito lang ang budget ni Viva. Ang liit-liit lang. Sabi niya, sige, pagkasyahin natin yan. That's why
Teka, sino nagsabing pagkasyahin natin yan?
Si Boogie.
Si Wency Cornejo.
Yes.
Which proves na kahit icon ka, kahit Wency Cornejo ka, hindi
kailangan malaking budget,
yes.
ganon.
Hindi naman, but Wency will work for the love. I mean, for the art
Oo
itself.
naman.
Oo, dun nga ako nag-record sa bahay niya.
You know what?
Natulog ako dun. Kumain pa kasama ni Tita Mel. Diba? Yeah, so yun yung start. I remember kasi, minsan bumabalik pa ako dito sa States. Tapos nagpapabili kayo sa akin, ano? Hindi na maalala yan ni Boogie. Si
Hindi ko na rin
Tracy.
natatandaan.
Si Tracy nagpapabili.
Ano
Kayo,
pinabili ko? Malamang tennis shoes or tennis pants.
Malamang.
parang
Oo,
sapatos. Ata,
Kahit sa akin,
eh.
sapatos ang pinabibili niyan eh.
Oh, yun. That's kind of where it started. So, ayun, parang, I had the privilege of like,
And then, of course, yung mga shows after that, yung 90 series natin. And we
that
even
one
went
was-
abroad dun sa nag-Korea tayo where
Dubai?
may Bells Bounty happened.
Hindi, Dubai pa.
Nag-Dubai pa kayo.
Yes.
How can we not be close? And nandun ka nung inatak ako ng Bells Bounty.
Oo nga.
Sa South Korea.
Ikaw ba ang dahilan kung bakit
Di
nagka-Bells
naman
palsy
ako. Grabe ka
Wency?
naman. Bakit naman ako?
Stress.
Ang labo talaga ng tumpa ko. Ako palagi may kasalanan.
Actually, na-stress nga ako dun sa show na yun, di ba, Lei? If you remember.
Nag-ano?
Sobra akong stressed because of that show
Right. Yeah,
in Korea.
yeah, we had a good show. It
That's
was
good.
fun.
That's good. So anyway, Wency, excited ang mga tao makita ka rito sa Amerika. It's nice to hear from you. And nandiyan si Joseph Bayan, nanonood din at inaayos na niya ang dapat ayusin para sa...
Sana nga maayos.
Maayos yun. Yes, para sa ating 2022. Any well wishes for Miss Lei Bautista bago ka
Grabe
namin
naman.
pakawalan?
Para naman ako ikakasal.
Bakit naman hindi? Malay mo.
Parang debut.
Kinasal ka na. Are you happily married? Yes,
Yes,
diba?
I am.
Okay. So,
Ay, Lei,
Oh!
hanggang kailan ka dyan nga?
Oh my gosh, hanggang bukas na.
as in dito matutulog si Lei sa bahay tapos bukas ayaw nga
Pero
mapati
uwi ka
sa
na
airport.
bukas?
Yeah.
Oo. Airport na ako. Bakit? May
okay.
papadala ka?
Hindi, wala naman. I was thinking kasi if ever, ang ganda kong kasama siya, di ba Pax?
Yeah.
Si Lei kasama sa show.
Babalik siya ng April, so that's fine.
Oh yeah.
Babalik siya ng April.
Pero
Oh,
dun
good.
sa show na yon, Boogie, sinasama ko na nga si Lei dahil ang kasama mo is True Faith, River Maya, Intro Voice, Wency Cornejo.
What happened to... May isa pa, di ba?
So Mark Tupas, ayaw ni Tracy. So anyway, hindi, loko lang. Umiintriga lang ako.
Tagin mo.
Mark Tupas, if you're watching, I love you. Tracy Garcia, I love you too.
Oo
So,
nga.
Uwi na rin sila Donnie, di ba?
No,
When are
hindi,
they coming
wala.
home?
They're not coming home. Nag-migrate na.
Ah, talaga? That's why he's here
Oh, they
na?
signed it permanently?
Permanently,
Why,
yes.
why didn't you tell me?
Mamaya pag-usapan natin offline.
Buti na lang wala pa akong binibili na pinapadala ko sa kanya.
Tignan nyo guys ha. Candid moment from kato kami mag-usap palagi.
Ay,
O siya,
nako.
magbabay ka na. Otot kung
Bye.
bye Wency
Bye.
Cornejo.
Love you, Books.
We love you.
Love you too, Lei. Love you, Pac.
Love you,
Onat.
Mwah.
Love you too, Onat.
Si JJ ang nandito.
Si JJ.
Hi, Jay.
Ayun.
Love you too.
Okay. Bye-bye,
Sino ba?
Boogie. Wala
Wala
na.
na. Kaming tatlo
Ay,
lang.
bye-bye na. Oh,
Sige,
bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Ang sarap, di ba? Pag may mga kaibigan na gano'n, di ba?
Oo.
So, nagpunta ka sa States. Burnt out.
Burnt out. Burnt out. Ang gulo ng buhay ko. Yun na nga yung sinasabi ko na I don't know if it's because of all the success and fame. Yung personal life ko was a mess. I was an alcoholic. Hindi mo ka, di ba? When I was an alcoholic.
So, kumbaga,
hindi
you
ako
were-
tumutugtog ng
you were,
hindi lasing.
You were breaking down inside.
Yeah, it was too much. Parang medyo sukang-suka ako sa life ko. And that's the thing, nasa height ka ng kasikatan, I remember thinking that, wow, parang there was this moment na I was playing in a show and the people were as far as the eye could see.
Yeah.
Sea of people going up trees, going up the yero of their houses, yung mga roofs nila, walls, just to watch you, right, play. And as far as the eye can see yung tao. And right before we played parang setup,
Yeah.
I had that moment, I said, wow,
Away.
I think this is it.
Right.
I've arrived, ganyan. And then you know what I said? But why do I feel empty?
Ouch.
Mm.
Was suicide in your head?
Oh yeah, a lot.
So, talagang,
always
it's
cr-
real, no? It's real.
It's real. It's very real. I crashed my car a few times.
Munti ka na nga kanina na naman eh.
Hindi ha, iba yun.
Babanggain po
Iba.
Babanggain po yung kotse ko. Nakaparado na lang yung kotse ko.
Iba yun.
Okay.
Ibang crash yun.
Okay.
Ito talagang crash, walang pake na total yung car because I didn't feel value in my
There
life.
was emptiness.
Oo. Because diba, galing akong broken family. And so my outlet was my music.
But it's interesting and intriguing na here you were, a girl with big dreams, finally na top board mo na lahat ng pinangarap mo was manifesting itself, and at that specific moment there was emptiness.
Yes.
And then contemplation of ending it by ending your life and all that stuff.
Yes.
Ano nagpabago sa'yo doon sa part na yun?
I met Jesus.
Amen.
Jesus.
Pero ang galing, no?
Yun lang yun.
So so he knocked at the door of your heart or you seeked him? Anong ginawa mo?
No, he had to pull the carpet under me.
Really?
Because tigas ulo eh. Di pa
So anong kinuha niya sa'yo?
Yung banda ko.
Wow.
Yeah.
Other people would have hated him.
Yeah. No. But
Di ba isipin mo?
he only took it away for 5 days.
Okay.
Oo. Yun yung time na yung mga bandmates ko, they decided,
Yeah, it was over.
no, they decided to form another band.
Oh my God. Oo nga.
Diba?
Nga.
So, the thing is, at that time, the band was my life. It came before my family.
Hindi yung Red Rose.
Yes.
Red Rose. Hindi mo naalala. So
Ang
alam mo talaga sinubaybayan ko talaga.
Boy,
di ba?
abunda talaga to. Alam niya. Nag-research ka ba?
No.
By memory,
By
ah.
memory.
Wow, I'm so flattered.
Of course.
You know our history.
We're friends for life.
Yes, for life.
Go. Tapos?
Ayun. So, and during the time naman they parted ways, amicably, and we even decided na, our last gig, parang itong October na lang, ganyan.
Oktoberfest.
Yeah, and alala ko pa yung last gig namin. Yung ngayon na Route 19, yung sa Paranaque.
19.
Yung kay Posadas,
Yung
Kewawi.
Kewawi.
O, yun.
Okay.
Hindi pa yun. May ibang bar pa doon na open bar. Tumugtog pa kami doon last gig namin. Tapos,
Okay. Galos.
ayun na, Galos! Grabe talagang memory mo. Galos. Halloween.
Okay.
1997 siguro was our last gig. And then I was like, naku, tinatawag na ata ako ng Lord.
Sa Philippines to.
Philippines. 97.
Wow. Okay.
Kasi, magulo yung, parang yun, nagkakagulo ako sa marriage ko. Tapos I wasn't feeling anymore parang fulfilled. Tapos yun na nga, biglang, we're gonna form our old band. Ganyan.
Pero hindi ka naman nag-drugs, right? Iniisip ko habang nagkikwento. So you dabbled.
Not the hard stuff,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
the organic.
Organic ones. Uh-huh.
But I was an alcoholic talaga. I had to drink every day. I had a flask, I had and every day di ba, buhay banda, you play, you party until 8 in the morning.
Kakain kang kabab.
Right, sa Berus.
Uh-huh.
Tapos uuwi ka.
Yeah.
Nagdidilig na yung
And then
yung
repeat.
neighbors.
Yeah.
Tulog, gising ng 3:00.
Right.
Gym ng konti, bata pa kaya pa Tapos tugtog ulit, inom na.
Yeah. Wow.
Yun, that was the life. But, yun na nga, it was so empty. And yun, so nag-form ng band na Red Rose. I said, sabi ko, kasi they said nga, baka gusto ko daw sumama sa kanila. Ba't ako sasama? Siyempre, parang Prettier Than Pink. So sabi ko lang, parang, if this is the end of Prettier Than Pink, then this is where I'll be.
Right.
But then after our last show, that weekend, was my birthday. Pumunta kaming Batangas. Dinala ko barkada ko. Siyempre, inom-inom ako dun. Yung pala, yung katabi kong kabana, taga-music scene. Right now nga, I don't remember his name. But, hi, Lei! What are you doing here? Ito, naglalasing, wala na ang banda. Ganyan. So siya nagsabi, baka sila Jeng gustong sa'yo, magtulungan ka, mag-session sa'yo.
So hindi ito si Jing, hindi ito si Raymond, ha? Iba pang tao.
Iba pa. I don't remember his
Hindi si
name. Hindi si Hank. Hindi si Hank.
Taga-Club Dread din ba? Hindi.
Basta galing sa scene, nagbabanda rin siya. I think gitarista siya of a band. I don't remember na who it was. Basta, I said, sila Jing, ang ano nun parang ang mga tigasin
astig,
yun tapos ako, chiwari pa, mag-Prettier Than Pink sila. Di ba, nung time na yun, yung bata ka, may underground scene, tapos may Quezon City crowd, may Makati crowd. Siyempre, Makati crowd ako with Wolfgang, and Razorback.
I mean, nobody's perfect, but...
Diba? Tapos, biglang during that week, sabi niya, sige, kausapin ko sila, ganyan. Tapos, I think, I just found out nga from Pam recently na it was Raymond pa telling them, tulungan nyo naman sila, kawawa
Raymond
naman
has a good
sila.
heart, Raymond has a good heart.
Binigyan akong VIP tickets niyan nung concert sila. But yeah, sabi niya, so I just found that out recently and ayun, and I had the meeting with them and then they were willing to help me. So, but during that week na parang wala akong banda, parang tinawagan ko nanay ko. Sabi ko, Mom, take me to church.
Galing, no?
Yeah, I said, I'm ready to go to church. So I went to church. I gave my life to Jesus. That was maybe a Wednesday. Saturday, meeting na with Kelts Cross. Pumayag na sila. May banda na ako ulit.
Pero ba't mo sila iniwanan?
Sino?
Ang Celts Cross.
Hindi nga, that's when I moved to the
So,
States.
kumbaga, yun. So, that's when you discovered na...
2 years kami, 2
Yeah,
years kami tumugtog.
I know.
Ang tight namin.
Yes.
Ang galing.
Yes,
ang galing
I know.
ng banda.
Pero ang nakakatuwa, no? Nakakatuwa, nakilala mo si Jesus, binigay niya sa'yo yung gusto mo, and yet dun mo na-realize na, you know what? Hindi enough tong...
Hindi na. Yeah. I think he took me out now of that life.
Right.
I had to sober up He had to take me to the wilderness.
Yes.
Which is
The States.
when I came here.
When you went to the States, did you bring your kids or ikaw lang?
Ako lang kasi at the time,
2 weeks lang dapat.
Yes.
Okay.
Na naging 8 years.
Paano nabago?
Naging 8 years.
I know.
Ayun, so I went here, vacation lang. Dapat nga may mga shows pa. Davao, whatever, yung Pearl Farm ata, I remember. Pero hindi ko nabalikan yung shows. I just said, you know what, I'm gonna try to get a job. And if I get a job here, then it's a sign that I should stay. I got a job.
Hindi
And
pa yung,
naayos ko
hindi
yung
pa to yung
papeles ko.
WFG,
Di
na
pa.
job. Okay.
That was mga 2 or 3 years after pa. This was in a mortgage company.
Okay.
Secretary,
Right.
una, first time nakakita ng malaking
So,
copy machine.
Anong feeling from being a pop star, tapos biglang all of a sudden, nag-day
Nagano
job?
ko.
Ha?
Iyak na ko ng iyak.
So, totoong storya yun.
Mga 6 na buwan, umiiyak
I think
ako.
everybody has to go
Araw
through
na
that.
araw. Yun na nga yung humbling of the
Yes.
Lord. Feeling ko, it's stripping me of my, diva status. Because grabe talaga, as in, rock. Parang talaga, start from the bottom. I've never experienced that na, you had to take calls and use the fax machine. Like, alam mo,
But
tumatayo ako sa harap ng malaking copier. Parang, how the
Anong
hell?
gagawin mo?
How the hell do I do this? Tapos, umiiyak ako kasi parang, sa Pilipinas may gumagawa nito para sa akin, hindi ko to ginagawa. Parang, yung ganon. Tapos, yeah, sobrang humbling experience
Why
talaga.
did you not quit?
Where? Because of my pride.
No, why did... So,
Hindi ako uuwi hanggang hindi ako parang, by hook or by crook, I'm gonna make it in America.
so that pride became fuel to your humility. Actually, no?
Yeah, yes. Oo nga, no? How, no? What
What an irony, no?
What an irony. Yes. The ego to take out the ego.
Right?
Use the ego to take out the ego. Yeah. And humbled. America has humbled me. It humbled me talaga.
Pero wag mo i-shortcut. Alam ko si JJ naantok na rin, pero wag mo
Oh,
i-shortcut.
hindi he looks fine.
Tumitira lang. Pakita mo yung Milo na tinitira mo. Pakita nga, Jay.
Milo?
Ito yung pampagising ni JJ. Nasaan ba yun?
Nakakagising ba ang Milo?
Oh, ito, meron tayong Jay. Harap mo yung camera sa camera ko.
Di ba
Yan.
sugar rush yan?
Sa camera 2, Jay. Camera 2. Yan. Okay, yan. Camera 2. Yan. Okay. So, ayan yung Milo na tinitira ni JJ. Na ADHD na naman ako. Ayan.
Ay.
Tikman mo. So,
Okay.
parang Ovaltinis.
Oo nga eh.
So,
Sugar.
So anyway.
Hindi makakatulog.
So, hindi.
Yes,
Not to discount your story, but what you thought was a humbling experience, hindi pa tapos si God sa'yo kasi pinababa pa niya ng pinababa.
Yeah, you can say
Yung
that.
pagluhod mo talaga,
Sobra.
sobrang luhod. Kung pwede kang maghukay ng...
Lampas.
Can you elaborate lang
lampas
sa
sahig.
Can you elaborate lang sa mga taong feeling nilang nakadapa na sila? Ikaw, you did more than dapa.
Ay, sobra. As in, sobrang sobra pa. Very, ang dami kong naging experience dito.
Naloko ka.
Naloko ko. Yung na-evict sa
Sa bahay mo.
Walang trabaho.
Yung embarrassment na
At
lang.
saka yung mga tao.
Na pagbinta,
Hindi,
binitray.
madaming, a lot of people said a lot of
Bad
things,
things, yeah.
judged me.
Yes.
So, sobra, grabe. As in, hindi. But you
Paano
know,
mo ininda yun? Because I remember having a conversation with you nung time na yun and I could only empathize. Actually, hindi ko makalimutan. I was having a barbecue on a Saturday and I spoke with you when you said, I am going to be able to get my green card. And I remember saying wow with you because that was you and God's grace in your life.
absolutely. You know, the end of man's understanding, in the end of man's strength, is the start of God's grace.
Amen. But remember, it's easy when pag pinag-usapan natin ganito, pero meron kang dalawang batang nasa iyo nung time na pinagdadaanan mo lahat to. Nung time na na-evict ka, may dalawa kang bata na walang kamuwang-muwang kung ano nangyayari. Paano mo? And the reason why I want to amplify this is because there are single moms out there who are probably going through this kind of trials. What were you going through? What was in your head? Can you just describe it to all of us?
Oh my gosh. No, I was suffering from anxiety. I was getting I was also depressed.
And wala kang trabaho nito.
Wala.
You were relying on...
Konting savings na lang.
Yes.
Wala na. Wala. I was super anxious. I was getting anxiety attacks.
Hindi rin kayo okay na mami mo?
Hindi, okay
Okay
kami.
yung mami mo nun?
Nung time na yun,
Okay, nung time
we
na
were
yun,
okay, we were okay. She was there to support me.
Amen.
Yung mga dito lang sa LA.
Okay.
Hindi na. Daming
I'm sorry.
gulo. But, yeah, depression, anxiety, uncertainty, and talagang yung stomach mo parang gumaganyan.
Right.
Nasusuka ka talaga
So
sa
pag
pain.
na-experience, so syempre yung mga bata, di ba nararamdaman nila yun. So pag tinanong ka ni Storm at ni Summer, what's wrong? Ano sinasabi mo? Do you lie or do you tell the truth?
Sinasabi ko, you have to tell them. They need to learn how to deal also with life. So, I tell them naman the truth. I just, not sobrang details, but you have to let them know that I'm going through something. Right?
Okay.
I'm going through something. But during that time, they didn't feel it eh. They were
Because-
shielded from it.
Ikaw gumawa nun
Ako
eh.
lang. Ako lang. Yeah. They didn't know. They had maybe a little bit of an inkling, but they didn't really know the depth of what was going on. But I told them eventually when they were older. But during that time, hindi talaga. And wala. The only way that you get through it is really hanging on to prayer and trusting God. And out of that very, 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 very deep experience, a song came out of that called I Trust in You.
Galing.
based on Philippians, yun, yung for God has a plan for you, a plan and a purpose for you, not to harm you, but give you hope in the future. So out of that deep, I held on to that Bible verse, and that's what
So
what
kanina
got me through.
sinabi mo, the only reason that kept you in the States was that pride na I am not going home until I make it.
Mm.
Ngayon, just to set this up for everybody, you actually did make it. And because when you went, nung nagnegosyo ka, naging entrepreneur ka, ang dami mong awards, nakita ko lahat ng mga awards na yun.
Mhm.
Kumita ka ng napakaraming pera dito sa Amerika.
Mhm.
Pero nung umuwi ka sa Pilipinas, para kang back to zero.
Mhm.
So, ano ang nag-udyok sa'yo na umuwi ng past your apex?
Mhm.
Was it God being in your heart, wala ka ng pride and bahala na si Lord? Because, yun ba yun?
Yeah, parang I felt peace going home. So, 'di ba,
Nothing
parang
to prove, in other words.
ha?
Nothing to prove.
Yeah, at saka parang when when you pray, ganyan, you learn to listen to where God's leading you or what season of your life you're in. So sa akin, I was going back and forth mga 1 year yon or
Yeah.
2 years
Yes.
na balik-balik ako. And then at the time when I go to the States, parang nag-churn yung stomach ko. And when I'm in the Philippines, at that time, yeah. Kasi I went home, syempre I stayed muna sa house ng family
Yeah.
namin to just heal and
Kasi I
recuperate.
remember.
Heal and recuperate.
And I think it was working because naalala ko nung nakita tayo sa Pilipinas, nagpamasahe pa tayo di ba? Alam mo yun?
Right.
And you were in an upbeat mood already noong mga panahon na yun.
Yeah. So parang you need to do that to heal to get out of the environment kasi it was so toxic. 'Di ba? Like for me, LA was so toxic.
So let's
at
talk
that
about
time.
toxicity.
Mm.
Because yung mga ibang tao, feeling nila na yun lang ang environment na pwede nilang puntahan.
Mm.
Ikaw, na-realize mo na, you know what, if this is toxic, I'm out.
Right.
Diba?
That's, yeah.
Nung umuwi ka sa Pilipinas, you found love the third time
Grabe.
around.
Hindi lang third, mga fourth, fifth,
Ang
sixth,
dami,
seventh, eighth, ninth,
Pag-usapan
tenth.
natin yan. So,
Yung third lang, yun lang yung official
okay, so maganda pag-usapan yan.
Madaming mga unofficial.
I wanna hear more about that. Paano nangyari yon? Yung bounce back. Kasi akala natin sa States yung bounce back eh. Nung pala sa States pala yung pag-reform ng Lei Bautista.
Can I comment about that?
Please.
You know what, number one, life isn't a straight line. I don't know why we're molded by society na parang kailangan at this age tapos ka na sa high school, tapos ka na sa college. Dapat at this age, kasal ka na.
Right.
Dapat huwag ka magkamali. Dapat yan lang ang asawa mo forever. Alam mo yan, parang I think life is not a straight line. It's a journey and it looks more like the stock market. You know how the stock market is? It's up, down, up.
Pero yung trend is pataas.
Yes. When you look at it at the macro level and you step back, parang, uy, nag-improve naman pala ako.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, that's all God wants, is for us to progress.
Right.
He wants us to learn from our mistakes.
Right.
And he doesn't want us to judge ourselves, condemn ourselves,
Correct.
right? He wants us, he knows naman He knows us na magkakamali tayo. But then get up, learn from it, and then move forward, right? That's what life is. But people around us, they're the ones who make it so dramatic, right? They judge, they talk about us. So I learned na rin to not care what people say about me, right? Like, this is me. I'm good with my God. I have peace. The people who I love
Understand
me and accept me for who I am. And everyone else, pag negative, cut. Kinakat ko
madali,
sila. Yeah.
diba?
So now my life is so peaceful. I see the people I want to see. I spend time with the people I love. Right?
So now that
I've
naging ganun-
simplified my life.
Now that you've simplified your life and actually aligned your mindset with what you think is your purpose, yung ba ang reason kung bakit na-attract mo yung mga tamang tao? Bago mo sagutin yan, babalik tayo. Alright, thank you very much. With Miss Lei Bautista tayo ngayon of Prettier Than Pink. Ngayon, yung chat room, maraming salamat sa inyo. If you haven't subscribed to Paco's Place, please do so sa YouTube after this broadcast. Buburahin natin to at i-upload na natin to sa YouTube para doon nyo na po i-share at i-like at kung ano-ano pa. So bago tayo mag-break, I mean break ng commercial, pinag-usapan
As
natin.
in, hindi break.
Hindi break. We're friends
Boy
for
to girl.
life.
We're beyond relationships.
Yes, friends for life. So, okay. Yung attracting the right people, like si Mr. Law, yan si James, di ba? Kinikilig, oh. James, kinikilig, oh. Si James po ang better half ni Miss Lei Bautista.
Grabe, better half.
Bakit ikaw ba yung better half?
Ay, tanong mo siya.
I think he's the better half.
Well, you know me, so I guess
Okay.
it must be true.
No, but then again, yung would you say that you have to fix what's inside of you first before the right people come to you?
You are very correct. When you are not right inside, you won't make the right decisions.
Okay.
Therefore, your decisions will affect the people you choose to have in your life. And most of the time, they might be the wrong people. So you really have to fix inside muna. Because whatever's inside is just a reflection. Whatever's outside is just a reflection of what's inside.
Ang galing. So what did you do?
What did I do to fix my inside?
Yes.
Edi,
Like yung mga suicidal thoughts, nawala ba yan? Yung depression and anxiety, nawala ba yan? Yung ako muna, yung about my significance. Kasi you
Right.
gave your life to the Lord, di ba?
wala na
So
yan.
ano nangyari?
It's so hard not to do things for yourself lang. Parang you'll always think of God. But ako, what did I do? I tried to get to know God more in a deeper way. And it's diba? It's different to know God. It's different to believe God. Right? You can know Him and not believe it.
True.
A lot of people know Jesus but they don't believe. And then when you believe naman, there's a difference between believing and following.
Correct. May
And
faith na yung isa.
And then the following is even the hardest.
Yes.
Kasi we're called to follow.
Uh-huh.
Eh yung believe nga lang ang hirap na. So dun yun, no? So you work like ako, like just like any muscle or when you're working out, you have to work on your relationship.
Right.
So that's what I did lang. I really, that time yung super down, I really cried out and said, ano na naman ginawa ko? I did not blame God. I knew it was my fault. Because we have free will, diba?
Yes.
We make choices.
Yes.
So I was asking him, what did I do na naman wrong? What do I have to learn here? And I really want to know what I've been doing wrong. So, and the way to do that is to seek God more. The more you seek Him, the more you'll know na yun pala yung gusto ni God. And then the more you spend time with Him, the less of you.
So is this more prayer, more Bible reading?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I really sought Him. I really seeked Him out. I attended classes. I talked to people. I searched Him talaga so deep. Kasi feeling ko, kaya pa rin akong palpak yung mga decisions ko, is I wasn't that grounded pa rin in yung will ni
So
God.
instead of having an interpretation, sinik mo talaga kung ano ba talaga ang sinasabi niya.
For me.
Oo.
Because He talks to us differently.
Correct.
That's why we cannot judge people.
Correct.
Because God will talk to you differently from me.
Yes.
Diba? So yun. Kaya dun ako nag-focus.
And He'll meet us at different places.
Yes.
At different stages.
At our walk, diba? Also yun. So, that's what I did. And because of that, more of Him, less of me. So, natanggal yung mga...
So, nung nagkakilala kayo ni James, alam mo anong natutuwa ako? Which is not so you. Nung pinakilala mo sa akin yung stepson mo, nung nagpunta kayo dito sa bahay, that was, looking back in hindsight, tuwa ako sa iyo nun eh. Because, that's new to you eh. Having a
stepson.
That's new to you. And nung pinakilala mo siya sa akin, you were very proud, pati sa talent niya.
Ooh. True.
You know, and all that stuff. And sabi ko, I know you being proud of your children,
Mm-hmm.
pero nung binibida mo sa akin yung binata mong isa, I mean, it was more like, ito magaling sumayaw to.
Oo.
Ganyan, and all that, di ba? This life that you have now, your business, kayo ni James, is there peace right now?
Yes, there's peace, but there's also, there's always naman, there's always naman going to be like challenges, right? But they're not as grabe as before. Parang feeling ko now, na-stabilize siya. And I don't know if it's also because of the age, like the maturity, ganyan. Kasi like James,
Yeah.
and he knows this, he's not my usual.
Yeah.
He's not my usual type.
Pero siya pinakabagay sa'yo.
Pero he's the one who stabilized me.
Yes.
Kumbaga ako parang atom ako na ganyan-ganyan. And
Inday, hindi ka atom.
Ano
Ikaw, loose proton. Electron, alam mo yung very volatile.
Correct. No, correct.
Siya, chill.
Chill. He's the nucleus.
Yeah.
And he brought stability and security to my life.
Ikaw ba submissive ka na? Teka, tatingnan ako yung chatroom kung ano mo yung sinasabi yung asawa
Submissive
mo.
ako? Mukha ba ako submissive?
Sabi ni James, yee!
Kinikilig. Pero, no. Mukha ba akong submissive?
No, but
Oh.
you know what? Okay, you're not the submissive type,
Mm.
but I've seen both of you and I've seen you two complement each other.
You know why? I respect him.
Yon.
Mm. So it doesn't have to be like the literal submission, but there's respect. And it's the first time really I've
Na
had...
pumayag ka na...
Exactly.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Na pumayag ako.
Yeah.
Ako pa rin. Ako pa rin.
Yeah. Kasi totoo naman di ba? Again, the same way sabi ni Eleanor Roosevelt, no one can embarrass you without your permission.
Correct.
Diba? No
Tama
one can
yan.
tell you what to do without your permission.
That's right. We own our choices.
Uh-huh.
We own our decisions.
I choose to respect you.
Yes. And that's true. That's really how I feel. Because, diba, in the past, we have all these like bad relationships. Ako,
Yeah.
I have no role models. So much role models na lalaki sa buhay
Correct.
ko. So I don't respect men in general. Diba?
Kumbaga one of the boys.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
One of the boys lang ako, diba? But yeah, with James, actually he has redeemed the male species.
You know what? Ito. Sorry, James, to put you on the spot. Pero, si James is, pag nakikita ko siya sa concerts natin, very steady, confident,
He is.
and
Yeah.
parang, you know what? Diyan lang kayo, asawa ko yan.
Correct. He'll just watch.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? Sa kanya lang, basta I go home to him.
Yep.
That's it. Kaya yan si Boogie, love na yan. Kung gusto nga niyang iuwi si Kung pwede lang niya yan iuwi niya yan eh. Husbandry. Tawag niya. Kamusta na si husbandry?
Okay. Bago ka tuluyan umuwi at bago tayo tuluyan mag-close, these people who are somehow lost, that are watching, that are smiling and are hopeful after listening to your story. May part 2 pa tayo sa April, but after listening, what can you advise them? Men and women alike.
I think you need to talk about it, right?
Kausap mo sila yan.
Ayan. Saan ba ako?
Yan sa camera
Ito.
mo. Yeah.
Camera 2. Ayan, talk about it, no? Don't try to do it yourself. It's hard. It's not meant to be. You're not alone, and you shouldn't do it by yourself and not talk about it. Always talk about it to someone that could bring you up, that's positive. And for me, what worked for me is really seeking God out, and really trying to understand our purpose, but based on His design, not our own. Because we usually have this worldview of what God is based on our understanding.
Right.
But just like anything created has a creator,
Ooh, sarap nun.
right? There's a user manual. There's a purpose why a creator made a creation, and we are a created being, and someone made us. We're not an accident.
Yes.
Someone made us for a purpose, and if you just talk to him and ask him what your purpose is, then you'll find meaning in your life. And then the suicidal thoughts, the being lost will go away. Kasi he'll give you a revelation
That, yeah.
of what your purpose is. So it starts though with communicating it and talking to someone about it. And don't talk to negative people kasi they'll bring you down and pull you down. And also everyone listens to Adele and Olivia Rodriguez now. But their songs are so sad.
Yeah.
And it's about breakup. So I don't know if that helps because it moves you more towards depression and stuff. But, I try to listen and I try to focus on happy things, like watching happy Netflix movies, instead of those that will bring you more towards depression and the darkness, diba? So, yan lang.
So in other words, cool ka lang.
Cool ka lang palagi.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cool ka lang.
Lei Bautista. Yes! Wow! Uwi na agad kasi sabi ni James. Bye, Krishna. Sabi ni Edward, Ongleo, Mendiola, Solomon. Shout out, Ma'am Lei Bautista.
Oh, hi, Ed.
Si Crindle, I remember the 90s Ivory commercial ng banda kasama din dun sa commercial. May ate Barbie Puzon.
Correct. Hi, Barbie. Yep. Nag-Ivory commercial ako.
Thanks, Bern. Go to sleep na. It's late.
I know. Hi, Bern. Let's talk soon. Let's play soon.
Bye-bye.